Zentangle patterns. You start with creating a tile which could be of any shape. It could be a square, circle or a flower. You divide this tile into multiple sections, not too big, not too small. You can go ahead with random lines and random shapes as you so like. Zentangle is an American method for drawing that combines both meditation and art, therefore promotes creativity and concentration at the same time. So in these smaller sections, we will create structured designs through various patterns. In this section, I'll create straight lines in any random directions I like. You can choose any directions, this is just a reference that I'm showing. I shall fill up each section with oval shaped circles, touching the edges. And also fill in the gaps. So this gap that you see is called as negative space. So I'll fill in the negative space as well. And I would add curved lines in each of these sections. I'll divide the next section into smaller triangular regions and fill in each triangle with spikes starting from top to the bottom. In the next section, I shall draw straight lines with borders in this way. I've been practicing Zentangle patterns since some time now, and the entire process is so relaxing that I really thought of making a video and sharing the process with y'all. This is called as the Zentangle method of drawing, and whatever we are drawing right now are called as tangles. So we create tangles in each section. I've taken these patterns from zentangle.com. In the next section, I create a thin border. I'll create tiny circles and join them with a S in this way. I'll create multiple tiny circles and I shall join the adjacent circles with a S. So ultimately you would come up with several interconnected triangles. As you practice more, you can come up with your own tangles. And again, this is your design, so you can choose what design you want. Like I created border in this section, so if you don't want, you can skip that border altogether. And move your paper in different directions so that you can create really beautiful curves. I'm also drawing straight lines connecting the edge so that it gives a feeling of continuity. Instead of triangles, you can also choose to create squares in this way or any other shape. Now either you can fill up the triangles with smaller triangles inside, or you can also fill in the dots and leave the inside space blank. So you can do it either ways and both will look equally good. I'll fill in the next section with horizontal and vertical crisscross lines and fill in each smaller square with parallel lines in alternate direction in this way. If you make the line slightly curved, it would give a more realistic look and it looks like a woven fabric. Okay, so now let's have a closer look at how this entire thing has turned out. You can also choose a different color pen if you want, or even a combination of colors. That will also look pretty good. In the next section, I shall draw this kind of mango shapes in different directions and of different sizes, touching each other. Just like mandala, Zentangle also has no rules, so you can choose any shape of your liking and fill in the sections. Now there's too much blank space in between the two tangles, so I'll fill in those with smaller circles, and I shall fill in the gap between the circle, which is also called as a negative space, with a darker shade. I'll just make the borders little dark with a sketch pen or a marker pen. Now let's choose the next section. You need not go sequentially, you can choose any random section that you like. So here I am drawing lines parallel to the two edges and I make them intersect somewhere in the center. So I start from the bottom and I land on the top part of the opposite edge. Then I'll divide it into multiple sections and fill in alternate sections with a darker shade. In the next section, start with the S and draw curved lines emerging from one corner and landing on one of the edges. Next section, I shall draw concentric triangles. So I draw a parallel line from one corner and instead of joining the other corner, I keep some space and land on the opposite edge. And I continue doing this until the entire triangle is filled. So you start from the corner and land on the opposite edge, keeping some gap. Again, you create one more triangle and repeat the process. Take any one of the next section, mark a thin border and fill in this section with the spirals. I divided the video into two parts, so this is part 1. Do have a look at part 2 where we fill in the other sections.